State government set to flag off commencement of agricultural equipment leasing. University of Uyo holds 129th inaugural lecture. Plus, National Orientation Agency and the International Committee of Red Cross signed Memorandum of Understanding campaign for compulsory treatment of gunshot victims. Hello, welcome to our news. I am Tabi Archibong. This broadcast is coming to you live on Star Times, channel 103, and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for joining us, and now to the details of our headlines and other stories. The Akwa Ibom State government has announced 5th April 2026 as the date to flag off the commencement of operations of the State Agricultural Equipment Leasing Company. Governor Moino disclosed this shortly after inspecting the facility and other ongoing projects in the state. Clement Barikwe has details.
As farmers await the rains to start another farming season, lack of tools and equipment has been a major challenge they battle with over the years, particularly large-scale farmers. The state government is, however, set to take off this burden of the farmers as they prepare for the 2026 planting season. Located at Nkprin Sukara in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State Agricultural Equipment Leasing Company is providing farmers with any equipment of their choice. Governor Umoino said the initiative is aimed at encouraging farmers to embrace mechanized farming and take advantage of the numerous agricultural programs and projects of the state government at subsidized rates. He insists that with all the major equipment now on ground and work on the site at advanced stage, the state government is set to lease out the agricultural equipment by April 15, 2026.
April 15th to commission this facility, 1 month from now. She's doing well, I think. It's just she needs to step up and ensure that the finishing, you see, structure can be there, but when you are finishing a project, it takes time. From what I have seen, and we've all agreed, we've pointed out a few things. I believe that she should finish well ahead of the commissioning date. I've spoken with the manager. They have all their team, so they are working, trying to tidy up with the contractor. So the transition is already happening. It's important because the farming season is here, and we just want to make sure that we commission, they go to work, the tracking device is being installed on the tractors. We have 25 tractors already, we have 2 low beds, and we're ready to go.
Governor Ino also announced that the state tree crop revolution will commence immediately the rainy season sets in, as crops thrive well during this period, adding that seedlings will be distributed to the enumerated farmers. Clement Barikwe, NTA News.
And now on academic matters, a professor of broadcasting and media studies, Uwe Makban, is advocating broadcast media in the country to focus on news of public interest instead of commercial news that always portray the interest of the paymaster. This is contained in his research work presented at the 129th inaugural lecture of the University of Uyo. Wisdom Jacob was there for NTA News.
Professor Uwe Makban, in his lecture, Between the Gulag of Government Control and the Jaws of Commercialism, Wida Public Service Broadcasting in Nigeria disagrees that government-controlled stations are for the public, but argues that they are for the clique in power and do not in any way operate in the public interest. He says commercialism and commercialization are used interchangeably to mean the practice of being more concerned with making money from buying and selling media contents for profit than being concerned about the quality, especially in a situation such content would not usually be sold.
They were, government took over and they started charging commission, and because of that they could not actively contribute to public service broadcasting. And so Nigeria should have a broadcaster modeled after the BBC, and such a broadcaster should operate under a charter.
He recommends that the public service broadcaster should be funded through license fees paid directly by the public, as this will free the broadcaster from relying on advertising or direct government grants and will allow it to remain independent of financial interest.
They will not seek to be like government officials. They will not seek patronage of government officials. Neither shall loyalty to government nor content and size of the pocket determine what is used. So no matter the amount of money that they carry, it will not affect what is used. And so that will free the public service broadcaster to go into the streets to report the livelihoods that people are trying to make.
Acting Vice Chancellor Professor Samuel Udewumi urges broadcast stations to always carry news of public interest instead of saying, "Let them pay."
The lecture today, we expect it to be on the media because it is their business, and it is what we help them and help the nation. And I challenge them, for those that are here, that this is the type of news that is give prominence for Nigeria to digest.
As the ritual of the university, there was presentation of the research work and a plaque for remembrance. Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
Developments, the acting Vice Chancellor, University of Uyo, Professor Samuel Adewumi, grants approval for the 15th induction ceremony of graduating students of the institution into the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, TRCN. In a statement signed by Acting Director, Information and Public Relations of the University, Ms. Egon Nsubong, indicates that the procedural practice is for the purpose of admitting staff as well as graduating students from the Faculty of Education and Faculty Vocational Education, Library and Information Science into the professional teaching career. According to the release, the induction ceremony will hold on Tuesday, March 17, 2026 at the Onyema Ugochukwu Auditorium, Town Campus, Ikpai Road, Uyo.